So I'll do maybe a half hour of Spelunky, depending on how well the run goes, and then I will fuck off into the morning. I usually say into the night, but I realize it is now currently the morning of the next day. Okay, give me a sec, guys. Let me get... I'll be right back. Give me a second. Take a quick bathroom break. Okay, I've returned. Let's not sugarcoat it, boys and girls. I just took a pee-pee. Alright? Alright, let's play the shit out of some Spelunk. Oh no, trust me, I washed my hands. I'd never not wash my hands when I take pee-pees. I'm sorry, I should have- I'm using very harsh language, aren't I, Darren? Make pee-pees? I mean, come on, how dare I? I was exfoliating yellow liquid. That seems to be more appropriate language. So let's spelunk a little. This is a surprise for me right now. This is not something I had planned, but I'm really... I love Spelunky so much that I don't even care. This is great. Actually, speaking of Darren, Darren's here in the chat, but Darren's also... I don't know if you can see him. He's also in the wall. Alright, let's do this. Vinny, do you have any plans for what you'll play after you finish the games you're currently streaming? After you finish the games you're currently streaming? Okay. I had a few ideas. I know Fallout 4 is going to end up being a pretty big stream for me. So I might not start anything too substantial. I might try to keep it, the Metal Gear series has been this giant, like, epic, and I mean that not in the internet lingo version of it. I mean that in the way it's supposed to be intended. This epic fucking series of games that are just, you know, longer games. I mean, so, you know, a few of them were shorter, but Peace Walker was pretty long. Phantom Pain is, we cannot deny that as a fucking long game. I can't find the pug, so I'm just gonna pass up on the pug. So I'm probably gonna take, after Metal Gear Solid 5, whenever I finish that, I'm gonna take a little time to stick with some less demanding streams. Maybe I'll do a restream of something shorter. Maybe I'll do a brand new stream of something a little shorter. Something that takes only a few hours to complete. You know, and then I'll do a few of those for variety's sake, since we've been doing so much Metal Gear. There's already 2 damage. There's death. Alright, that's fine. Let's start that again, because I need Pug Bro this time anyway. I know people have been mentioning Undertale. I still don't know if I want to stream it. I know it's cool, I know it's good, I know people love it. I just want the initial release day hype to pass a bit. Wow, nice job, Vin. I also don't really feel like playing another RPG right away. So I'm kind of just giving that one a little space. I have a bunch of other requests, but it's mostly like, there's also the idea of, what do I want to do? You know, what do I feel like streaming? What kind of game do I feel like streaming? And it's not going to be a Metal Gear game. I'm taking a break from that series for a little while after Phantom Pain. I know Metal Gear Solid 4 is something I'm going to stream. I'm going to borrow a friend's PS4 for that, or PS3 rather. Twilight Princess was something I had considered. But that's a little bit longer. I've never streamed Twilight Princess, and I've only ever completed it once. So that would be kind of cool, because in a lot of ways that would feel like a brand new game for me. And I think Zelda is always a fun stream. People seem to enjoy it. I enjoy it. I've streamed Wind Waker twice. I've streamed Ocarina of Time twice. That kills the pug and wastes the bomb. Shit. Oh, Amazing Island. Yeah, that's right. I do have that. So that's something I could check out. We could take a look at some Xbox One games. I've got the Rare Replay Collection. You know, that's something I would consider. Maybe a Banjo-Kazooie type thing. I know those are a little bit on the long side if you collect everything, but if I kind of rush through just to get to the end... I know there's a trick, but I don't know how to do the trick, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, there go all those nice bombs. That was a shitty fucking garbage shop if I've ever seen one. Chance of Metroid stuff? Yeah, I love Metroid, man. I think, what Metroid would I stream, though? That's the thing. Metroid 2 is the one that I haven't streamed. A Prime game... The Prime games are really long. And I feel like, the Prime games would probably be a great idea, because I've streamed Metroid Prime 1. 2 is a really good one. 3 is pretty good, but I'm gonna pass on the Prime games. I'm gonna probably, if I do Metroid, it would be another Super Metroid stream, just because I love that game that much. Or it would be Metroid Fusion, because I've never streamed Metroid Fusion. I've only played it once. So a fusion stream could be good. Zero Mission, I think I streamed. God, does anyone know if I streamed Zero Mission? The Metroid ROM hack? Yeah, listen. At this moment in time, the way Nintendo is acting, I'm not fucking around with ROM hacks right at this moment. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with the situation. Like I said, I'm sure I could tell you guys a little bit more, but I'm just gonna keep it at that. So, my plan currently is to not do anything overly ROM hacky. Well, you know, because Mario Maker came out, they're taking down a lot of people's videos across the internet. They took down a few of mine. And, I mean, I got it not even that bad compared to... Okay, that actually was enough to do damage to me. Fuck that. I didn't even get it that bad compared to some people. I know some people who have lost 80% of their channel. Vinesauce, isn't Metal Gear Solid 4 coming out for free next month for the 360? That doesn't sound right. Project AM2R, I want to stream. It is a remake of Metroid 2. I'm a little worried that that will be infringe territory. However, when that comes out, I'm probably just gonna fucking do it anyway. Oh no, it's Ground Zeroes that's coming for free, not Metal Gear Solid 4, okay. Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross? Jesus. How long has it been since I streamed Chrono Trigger? I know someone knows the answer to that. Has it been a year and a half? 2 years? Later, Darren. No, it's not been... Has it been 3 years? About 1.5? That sounds... I think, yeah, between 1.5 and 2 years. And I remember even saying, like, I'd be interested in streaming it again. Because I love that game, and I could talk about it endlessly. And I don't think I have a full sauce stream of it. Last time I did it was the DS version, I think. And, I did some of the extra stuff, but I still like the original version better. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. There's definitely no YouTube videos of me fully playing Chrono Trigger, right? Like, that's just not something that exists. Jesus, did you see that? Fuck, I looked at the chat at the wrong time. I took some damage. There's Pug Bro. No, okay. So yeah, Chrono Trigger, if I do another stream of it... Let's see, hang on, Joel has the answer. Wow. August 31st, 2013 was the very last Chrono Trigger stream. That was the... Thank you, Joel. It's very helpful, actually. That was right there on the Twitter, too. It's been 2 full years, actually. Just over. 2 years and a month. And that was the very end. That was the last stream of Chrono Trigger. Usually I did, you know, I play Chrono Trigger once a year. Why did I do that? God damn it! I'm sucking so bad right now. Stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes. Sure, it's 3 in the morning, but sure. I shouldn't be shooting at Pug Bro. So yeah, I would consider a Chrono Trigger stream in the next few months. Whether it's before or after Fallout 4, I'm not sure. Chrono Cross I haven't streamed in 4 years. Or about 4.5 years, actually, now that I think about it. And I love Chrono Cross a lot. but I'm not sure if I'm feeling it right now. You know, the Chrono series is... It'll be a good chunk of stream time. You know what I mean? If I do one and then the other, that would be like a good 40-50 hours of streaming. And I love them so much, but mostly Chrono Trigger over Cross. But at the same time, I just don't know if I want to commit to that just yet. I would consider a Castlevania game too. It's been a long time since I streamed Symphony of the Night, now that I think about it. But if you notice, I haven't really been doing that many restreams lately. Since Final Fantasy VII, I haven't done a lot of, I've been doing games I've never played before. Let's just waste bombs. I'm not wasting any more bombs. Going in. Gotcha, motherfucker. And I got a pug bro, finally! Alright. Okay. I may not have a lot of health, but this run... I have a little confidence. I'm slowly getting my spelunking skills back. Vinesauce, as someone who's never played or seen or heard from the Chrono series, would you be offering insight toward the game's lore as you play through it? I would consider myself pretty well versed on the on the Chrono series. I used to read up on Chrono Compendium, the website, a lot because I love the game's lore. I love the game's story. Not just Chrono Trigger, but even Cross, which is a sore point for some people. But I feel like Cross had some interesting lore in its own way, in a side story kind of way, not so much as a sequel, but more as an addition to an existing world. So yeah, I mean, I could offer a lot of stuff. I could talk about theories, I could talk about game development, and how the game, you know, went through certain development. I could fall and take damage. Pug bro. Pug bro. God damn it, Pug bro. Why are you fucking up there? I need you to be down here. Alright, fine. Fine. This is how we're gonna do this. Don't die. You didn't die. Credit to team. Pug bro needs to be sacrificed. I don't think I can sacrifice, actually, unless the altar's over here. I don't even remember. Yeah, the altar's here. Alright. Okay. Well, the cape is nice. I don't have any more rope, though, so I don't think... It's unlikely I'll be able to bring a body back up there. Netplate, Secret of Mana. I've done the Secret of Mana I did 3 years ago with Jen and an assortment. I think Darren joined in. I had a few people join in for Secret of Mana last time I played. That's another one of my favorites. Look at this. This fucking cock block. I can't have the shopkeep get close to me. Not even an inch. So this is how we're gonna play this. I have to just keep shooting randomly and hope that he jumps into my bullets. You know what? No more sacrifices. Let's just move. Let's just get on. Get on with it. Never played Legend of Mana, actually. Someone asked, how do you recommend I get into streaming? There's no easy way. I mean, you just have to... First of all, you gotta really want it. You're a natural at it or you're not. You can work on it, until you get better. But if it's something that is a chore to do each and every time, then no, you're probably not gonna end up sticking with it, you know? You have to really, really enjoy it. That's my first piece of advice. Second is just download XSplit or OBS, make a Twitch channel, and I mean, you know, give it a shot. Just find a game you love. My first stream was Chrono Trigger. I figured I was knowledgeable about the game, I loved it, and I wanted to give it a shot. I gave it a shot, and then 5 years later, 5.5 years later, I'm here, you know? So, sometimes it does work out. Also, I'm a bit of a ham. Meaning, I am made of ham. Like, I do like entertaining people, I always have. I like talking to people, I like attention. I mean, let's face it, who doesn't? But at the end of the day, really, it's kind of based on you as a person. And just get a decent microphone, too. No one wants to hear a shitty microphone. Wish I had I wish I had a goddamn vine, or rope rather, so I could sacrifice Pug Bro. It doesn't look like the black market's here. But I don't know, I didn't manage to get through half of the level, or all of the level rather. I mean, some people, I once heard the analogy, you either have to be really, really good to be a popular streamer, or a successful streamer, like really, really good, or really, really bad. So if you fall into one of those two categories, then you might just be fine. I know I joke about being shit at video games, but honestly, I'm not the worst I've seen. I'm decent enough. I've been playing games for years, you know. And, sure, I'm not as good as MLG, and I'm not like, you know, I can't succeed on the first try of everything I play, but I'm not that bad at video games. So I wouldn't even say I'm like, you know, in that category. I just think you gotta be able to laugh at yourself and laugh it off, and you gotta be able to enjoy yourself while you're failing. It doesn't help, it doesn't hurt if you could tell a story. It doesn't hurt. And again, there's no key. I mean, some people just are good streamers because they have big boobs. It works for some. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's what you should do. But if you got big boobs, you know, that's one way you get people to go to your stream. Oh, it's over here. See if I can find, You know what? I can't, and I'm not gonna bother. I'm just going straight to the black market. No, but all boob thing aside, it depends on what you want to go for. It depends on what kind of audience you want to cultivate. It is very hard. I've said this before, I'll say it one final time. Actually, this probably won't be the final time, but I'll say it again. We started years ago when Livestream was still the streaming option. Twitch was not around. Twitch contacted me. They sent me an email and they said, hey, would you and the Vinesauce team like to stream on Twitch? You know, they had researched the top live streamers and they recruited us. I didn't join the Twitch bandwagon right away because it was mostly competitive stuff and it didn't seem like it was working for me, for my style, for our style. And then finally, what happened was I started noticing you get better quality with Twitch, you get better options with Twitch. They really came a long way. So then we switched over, and there was a lot of other benefits too. Shekels, not the least of which. Actually, to be honest, Twitch Shekels did not start happening for quite a long time after I started streaming, and that still to this day, it buys me lunch every now and then. You know what I mean? It's not streaming does not give me a hefty paycheck, to be honest. The subs do. Subscribers can buy me a Subway sandwich every now and then, so thank you guys. But the thing about Twitch is there's so many streams, and now there's fucking integration on Xbox. There's, you know, everyone has a stream. Everyone is streaming, so it's harder to get yourself out there. In some ways, what happened with me and the rest of the team was luck. In some ways. In other ways, there was persistence, you know, YouTube videos, an attempt to find something unique and interesting, aka corruptions. Not that I invented corruptions, but I tried my best to make them more accessible and entertaining. You know, and then I did my stupid voices and stuff. A lot of things worked in my favor, but a lot of it was luck and timing. So if you want to start a stream, I would say just don't get your hopes up too much. Unless you got some extreme nepotism going on and you know a huge streamer that can help you out. That can help. Okay, so I got some bad news here. The bad news being... that I'm gonna die. You know why I'm gonna die? I didn't have a fucking vine. I didn't have a rope. What's Vinesauce's job? I don't really have one, to be honest. I had one for 4 years while I was doing this, while I was streaming. Which is I worked as a an editor for a local television station and a cameraman and everything else in that place I did. But now I found that I made enough. Believe it or not, I actually make a little bit more than I did at my old job now. Not too much, because I don't do a lot of things that a lot of people do to make money on YouTube and Twitch. And I'm not saying that in a scummy way at all, really. I'm just saying that's my style does not necessarily make me a millionaire, you know what I mean? But yeah, I basically, if you watch my YouTube videos and you see ads, and I'm gonna try to be as candid as possible because it was a question that you asked me. If you see ads on my Full Sauce channel or on my main channel and you watch those ads, I make a little bit of money. A very, very, like a cent, if that, or fractions of cents. But that adds up to the point where I can pay my bills and eat and actually now record this album. So I'm pretty goddamn happy with that. So that's what I do. You know, I still drive around in a shitty car with duct tape on it, which I probably can't much longer because the thing doesn't even start right anymore. But that's me. And I know some people have there's an extreme amount of jealousy and envy when you say that. Because it's like, oh, making money playing video games. Go fucking feed children, asshole. Go teach. Go do something that's gonna contribute to the world. I've heard it all. But, you know, that's why we do the charity stream. I know how lucky I am. I try to at least do the best I can. Every now and then. But, you know. So there you go. That's what I do. Oh, God damn it. Fucking shopkeeper, please. Do you ever see yourself finishing with Vinesauce? No. No, definitely not. This is who I am, man. I love it. Someone said, Vinny, you provide entertainment. Doing what you do is every bit as legit as actors or comedians. I'm not as good or as skilled as either of those two professions. I'll be the first to admit that. But sure, I see your point, and that's yeah, that works for me. So yeah, streaming is, just to tie it all back into a nice little package, I would just say that if you're gonna stream, do it because you love games and because you have a genuine enthusiasm to share your experience with people. You know what I mean? Don't do it because you want to be huge. Don't do it because you don't want to work anymore. Because honestly, at this point, it's really competitive, especially on YouTube. If you think Twitch is competitive, you know, try starting a YouTube channel and getting it to the point where you could even feed yourself. That shit's not easy. That shit is not easy. So I wish you luck if you try to start, but just be genuine about it. Have fun. Make some highlights of your best moments. Try to maybe establish a bit of a brand if you want people to easily notice you and understand who you are and recognize who you are. You know? And just be persistent. Be as consistent and persistent about it. I did it while I had a full-time job for 4 years. Paid the bills, did the things, found ways to do it. I had help from some great people, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to do this alone by any means whatsoever. Between the great streamers and the developers and all the people I worked with throughout the years, even the ones that turned out to be assholes, have helped and have definitely put stones in the pavement to where I am, even on a personal level. And that's pretty fucking cool. But you know, I chose to do this because I loved to do this, not because I needed to or wanted to, not because I saw the potential of shekels, but because, I don't know, my band didn't work out at first, and I don't know, I guess there was a gap that I wanted to fill, and video games were always my passion in life. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna stream some games, and I did, and there you go. So that's my story. I can shut up now about it if you'd like. New character unlocked, and she's dead. And she's gone. Now she's dead. Oh, my throat hurts so much. Do people ever nail you for not having an actual job and make money off talking in front of a mic? Of course. Yeah, I've had it a number of times, yeah. Even if you stay humble about it, even if you do give back in whatever way you can, there's always going to be people that are shitty about it. And you just, you know, acknowledge, you shake your head if you want, and then you just move on, you know, and you can't let it bother you. But I worked a quote-unquote real jobs for 11 years. You know, I went to college, I have a degree. I didn't, like, not put my time in. I didn't just, like, wake up one morning like Justin Bieber at 16 and suddenly, whoa, everyone wants to give me tons of money. You know, I know what it means to not have money, which is why I respect having money and which is why I save so much. And that's the end of that. Alright, listen, I can't play Spelunky right now. My throat is killing me. And why you have to be made. And I gotta wake up at a decent time tomorrow and hopefully feel better so I can sing in the studio. Alright. So yeah, real talk is, I guess, over for now. Vinny, Jesus, it's late. Vinny, do you mix and master your songs yourself? Yeah, everything on the Liana album, which is soon to be called Room to Breathe. I'm just getting some better artwork. Like, we're fixing up that piece of art for the song Room to Breathe. And Striding Crab is going to do that. And then I'm going to rebrand that album, because Room to Breathe makes so much more sense as an album title. So those songs, yes. The song Back to School, Hazy, and There She Goes. Those I am not mixing or mastering. I've given advice. I've definitely had strong input on the mixing, but those are being mixed by the guy Joe in our studio that we're going to record the music. So, but I'm still learning how to mix and master my own stuff. And if you want to hear an example of probably my best, the song Around You, That was done entirely by me, and I'm very, very proud of that mix and master. I feel like all the elements kind of fell into place nicely. So, but that's years of hard work, I guess, trying to figure out this fucking program, and also years of listening to the music and trying to figure out what do I want, and also from watching Joe mix and master in the studio, and kind of taking little pieces of what I like and putting it together. I don't know how to do all the fancy tricks, but I know how to get the stuff where it needs to be without overcomplicating it, I think. So, okay. Well, you guys are amazing. I'm just checking right now. There's still 2,800 people here. You are beautiful people. You know that? Seriously, thank you. It's like 4 a.m. almost, 3:30 a.m. And then there's another 800 on YouTube. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. And it's like it's barely even a stream of Spelunky. I couldn't even get that far tonight. Whoops.